Last week, I am pretty positive that is like a firm nail mark. So either a kid like friggin' dug his nails into me, or I
you
did
and
it
Tomas
to
are getting too
myself.
rough.
I don't scratch, I punch.
One of your knuckle hairs stabbed her.
His beard hair is surprisingly stabby.
All my rage and stress throughout the day comes out in the bedroom.
Oh.
Stand alone inside.
I was not expecting
Oh,
that.
The Rock. Oh, Godsmack.
Oh God, it was a trifecta of things.
Yeah, man. Fucking bad sequels. The Rock's like just acting career just taking off, but like from the wrong platform.
What did that have to do with the Scorpion King? That song, like they wrote
It was on the soundtrack.
I know, but did they write it for the movie or was that on another album?
That's a good question. I don't know. I stopped after the second Godsmack album.
Is it because scorpions stand
I might
by
have only had the
themselves?
first one. What was the second one?
Awake.
You're burpy, man.
Oh, I'm drinking a lot of beer.
Okay. Welcome back to Inside.
Oh yeah, hey guys.
We're talking about Godsmack for no reason.
No fucking reason. Oh, because Inside.
Yeah.
I stand on. Yeah. Fuck. What the fuck am I supposed to fucking fuck?
What do I do? Well, I thought you had it right when you had all the water drained.
Is there another
That's what I did
thing?
immediately when I got in here.
So the button drains the water all the way?
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to pace back and forth.
Do you have,
I think that was it.
how do you keep that door open?
So what happens when you...
Because you probably want to get in the door on the
What do we
other
got here?
side.
What happens when you
What
fuck
do we
with
got
that
here?
thing?
Well, that drains the water.
That drains the water? What does the button on the inside do?
Well, I
Opens
mean,
that
it depends
door.
on what it's at. If the water was down, it would bring the water back.
Yeah.
It does both.
So it either fills it all the way or drains it all the way?
I'm pretty sure.
And
We
it's
can
a
try that.
lever,
Let's
right?
check it out. Nope, that's a button.
The other one, though,
Right,
that's
swim
inside
right
with
there,
the
'cause
door.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. There
Yep.
we go. All right, cool.
Oh.
The fucking chain was a red herring.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. This is dark. I
Communism
don't-
was a red herring.
It is dark
Oh, I like-
here. Wow, that's pretty.
All right, so 13 Reasons Why.
I liked that Clue reference you just had.
Yeah, it was apt. Squish.
Dead.
Uh,
Oh, that's what I need. Okay, the chain wasn't a red herring. It was just introduced early on. What is? Are those security surveillance lights?
seizure lights.
See, call back to our high school band. Tomas played a show with us
I
once.
did, and I wore a stupid hat.
Was your
and it
name
awesome.
Seizure Lights?
No,
they were Dr. Groove.
That was the name of one of our songs. That was the first song that we wrote, I think. One of the first ones.
13 Reasons Why.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Lindsey's seen it, so let me get my bullshit, like, non-opinion opinion out there. So when I first saw it, I was like, okay, that looks like a good narrative for a show. You know, that's obviously going to be entertaining. But, and again, having not seen it, I understand, uneducated opinion here. But it seemed like it was glorifying or glamorizing suicide and its after effects. Like, it seems like a suicide fantasy.
So I heard the controversy was that the show was like kind of trivializing suicide. Like that it wasn't sending the right message. Do you know about the controversy, Lindsay? Like why people have been complaining about it?
Well, basically what Billy's saying. Well,
I think it's that it's glamorizing and glorifying
yeah,
suicide.
because it, like, she's trying to make people feel guilty and feel like it's, like, they are,
I like that. It doesn't go
spoilers,
back
by
up.
the way, probably. Like, that there's different people on the tapes that just added reasons to why she killed herself, and then they have to listen to it and wait until their tape and have to feel guilty.
Well,
And
here's the thing.
it works, like, and
Right.
that's what it's showing people. So that
Right.
part of it.
So if you really want to send a message, like killing yourself's the right answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're making it seem like you're gonna get what you want, but it's like, no, that's a suicide fantasy. You know,
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
it. And obviously, I don't know, and some people don't think about it that way, but you're obviously not going to be, even if it did happen that way, you're not going to be there to reap that, you know?
Right. And it doesn't, like...
Well, that logic in itself doesn't really apply with suicide because...
And it doesn't make the, like, world better. It doesn't make the people better. Then it just, like, spreads, like, because the other... And, I mean, I guess it kind of shows that because the other people, like, I think one of them tries to kill themselves. Well, there's a few attempts.
Ooh!
Like, because they feel so guilty.
Oh, fuck.
So, like...
You misjudged that.
I did.
It also showed that it's not really successful. Like, it just makes more suicide happen. But,
So somebody killed themselves in response to her suicide?
yeah. And obviously, and it, like, shows also, like, because one of the people, like, part of why they were shitty is because their home life was absolutely depressing and stuff. So, like, it shows that they weren't just... Like, I mean, they were being an asshole, but, like, there's more to the story of why it happened. So she also did that without, like, finding any answers to anything. Like, it was stupid. So there's some aspects of it where, like, it kind of makes it make more sense. But to a teenager, like, who's more vulnerable and with that kind of thinking and stuff, I think it's kind of dangerous. And... one thing that I think is really not good that they did, and they really didn't have to do it, is they showed her slit her wrists, which wasn't necessary. And in a sense, like, I mean, they showed her, like, right after doing it, like, her face seemed like she was regretful and like, oh shit, like, this wasn't good. But then it showed, like, her mom and dad find her and stuff, so that aspect of things are good. But I think... Like, that definitely would be a big trigger for some people, and...
Well, yeah, but I mean...
I don't know.
So, as far as showing suicide or having suicide in your media, we've had that already. That's not the issue that I'm having. The issue that I'm having with it is that it's basically like, look at all these people paying for how they treated me after I killed myself. I'm winning in the end because of what I did through my suicide. And it's like, it's this glorifying, glamorizing fantasy of, like, you know, winning basically. I don't know through suicide. Like, and I'm like, that seems really fucked up.
Yeah. Like her and oh god, there's another dog. I don't know what her intent. Oh god, he got you by the butt.
He's so quick.
He's eating your dick.
He is. Well, he's eating out the asshole. You see, Jim. In the
Just going a whole spiel like, you see, Jimmy, when dogs like cats, and blah, 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 blah.
In the wild. Oh no!
He's a Terminator.
Jesus fuck!
Oh, nice. You stupid. Oh shit! Oh, he can only go so far.
He can't. Yeah, nice. He can only go. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm gonna pull him out.
Stupid dog motherfucker.
Gonna pull him way out here. Oh shit! He's quick in the water too. God damn, dude.
So, I think the message of the show that they were going for is that suicide affects everyone, and that you should pay attention to that before you do it.
Sure.
But then at the same time, like, she doesn't know the effects of that. Like, her character in itself, like, all that happens is bad stuff.
Yeah.
And oh no!
Wow.
I don't know if it wasn't intending to glorify it, but there is, like, shit wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like.
Well,
because I think everyone should already...
No! Damn it, they're so fast!
I think everyone should already know that when you kill yourself, then it affects the ones you care about. Like,
well, yeah, but
I don't know how to
people
add
don't...
It doesn't register.
Obviously,
they don't
people
think
don't
about
think
it.
about that because they still do it, and we have to have this talk.
But one thing that kind of is crappy about it, too, is that you don't really know it until, like, the end, and... like basically it's the fact that it's towards teenagers, and that's why actually them cutting and stuff was so like
go down a little bit.
Yeah.
Overkill, because there is like cutting and other things, but it's not I think the violence that they had in the movie, otherwise, any other violence was kind of like
Oh, fuckers.
like PG showing of it, and then they just saved that for like the full thing, and it just was like, it just didn't, it wasn't necessary. And
I don't know. I like, it's a tricky subject to make something about and have it effectively send a message that you want. Like, I don't know.
Like I said, as a story device, as a narrative device, it's brilliant. It's really good, riveting. You're able to, you know, come at a mystery, essentially, you know, from a different angle. And I commend them for thinking of that. That's really creative, actually. But I don't know. As far as, like, how they're handling it and stuff, like, in the subject matter, it's bound to be sensitive. And I'm not saying one way or the other whether or not it should have been made or shouldn't have, or who should be able to watch it, whatever, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even talking about that. But just as an observation from somebody who, I don't have any context. I haven't watched it. I haven't read the book. I haven't really had anybody in my life personally commit suicide, you know, so I haven't dealt with that. So yeah, I don't have any frame of reference. I probably don't really have I don't have a horse in this race, so to say, you know.
there's a
but
Bathysphere.
But that's the way it struck me at first. Like, I was just sort of like, oh, this is just saying, look, you can commit suicide and get back at all the people that wronged you, yeah, or hurt you, and you can win. Suicide is a win. You can win.
Well, it's not wrong. I mean, that's true. Like, if your goal is to make everyone feel bad for what they did to you, then killing yourself would do that, but you shouldn't do that.
And it doesn't solve
only to an
anything.
extent, though, man.
Yeah.
Especially, like...
It causes more harm than good, obviously.
And it's your family
Yeah.
that you're hurting the most. So, like,
and
all these kids and stuff that are in the show that are just like, oh, man.
It's like if you had just waited a few years, you wouldn't have even had to talk to them ever again. And
right.
Like, that's not...
But, I mean, realistically,
And she
I
was
don't
about
know.
to graduate,
I feel
too.
like kids that are in high school, like, that's gonna fuck you up. For sure.
Yeah, but
I mean, all these other kids, they have their own lives going on.
Yeah, they have
all
their
this
own
shit.
reasons for doing the things they're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not gonna just fucking stew about that shit, you know? Like, they've got to move on and do their own thing. That was cool.
Whoa.
This is terrifying.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, this
Where's
is very
the Kraken
disconcerting.
at?
Yeah, exactly. This is very disconcerting. But yeah, so the series, you know, I'm assuming all the kids get sucked into this mystery thriller thing or whatever, and they're all super hung up and bent out of shape about it. And I mean, you would be for a certain amount of time, but again, they're all kids, they're all teenagers in high school. They all have their own shit, their own hopes and dreams and aspirations. You know, they've got to focus on their own shit.
Yeah, eventually it won't be as big of a deal to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just gonna, again, not to minimalize or trivialize it, but it'll blow over for them.
Well, it's like the same thing as, like, if you hear that a student got hit by a bus or something.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, that's so terrible. Oh my God. And then, like...
Yeah, we're going to Hardee's still after school.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, even if you were affected by it, like,
Yeah.
a few months later, you'd be like, wow, okay, well, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
And that's the same with any sort of tragedy. Like,
Exactly.
Like, humans are designed to bounce back from that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, the message of the show should have been seek mental help. And, like, if you're being affected by what people are doing to you, then you should obviously seek that before anything else.
Yeah, but instead it's a...
Did she seek mental, like, any mental assistance during the show?
Yep. I actually read an article on it yesterday that I thought was pretty point in a sense. Because basically one major flaw about, I think it's like it in the book too, the book and the show, is that it's more on the glorifying and on the other people and stuff, and they really act like Like, they draw no attention to the fact that she obviously has depression and issues with that. And, like, they just kind of gloss right over them. And then the help that she gets, she, like, goes to a guidance counselor. And a guidance counselor, I don't know if they even have, like, a... I mean, no, I know they do have some college background, but I don't know the extent of it. But basically, he kind of messed up, too, and... just didn't do it right. And so that also doesn't paint like the thought of people getting help. It doesn't help
like
encourage that. It's like, if you go, it's going to be bad.
Inadequate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
That's stupid.
Yeah, but because one of the...
So it sounds like it's just supposed to make you feel bad. And like, there's no hope, suicide is bad, and everyone gets sad when they kill themselves.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, like... It's hard because there are positives to it. Like, it's making people talk about suicide, and I guess that's something. But, yeah, the glorifying thing is a thing, and I don't...
Yeah, it just becomes this dramatized fantasy.
Mm-hmm. And I really think they should have... If they focused more on the fact that she was sad and depressed, and that the like... Because really, it was just... I mean, there was some fucked up shit, like she got raped, but like a lot of the tapes and stuff was someone doing something that's just like small, like a fight with a friend and then they didn't get along for a while, like little things that happen to everyone. But she obviously, like, I don't know, it just was building up on her, and she had her depression shit and it just made her feel hopeless, like
just a bunch of straws, and one of them was the one that
right. And they really didn't focus enough on bad. Like her being sad and feeling
Oh, I thought that bonked you on the head.
So did I was like,
you just land in the water, just dead shit, like
that would totally be a Limbo thing to do. Yeah, I don't know. I hate to say it, but I feel like it's only a matter of time before we start hearing about like copycat suicides and shit like that, and then everybody's going to be up in arms. And I'm not saying it shouldn't have been made or people shouldn't watch it, blah blah blah, because again, this shit's been in movies, it's been in books, it's been in TV forever. This isn't the first fucking one,
right?
But it is the first one to do it in this way, in this line of media, like this accessible, this amount of accessibility, and to target it towards like teenagers, basically. Yes, it's basically like Pretty Little Liars, Suicide Edition.
It's like the new hip cool kid show to watch.
Yes, and that's a little disconcerting as well.
I don't like that. And there's times when suicide's been in other things where it doesn't really serve that great of a purpose either. Right. Like, it doesn't tell a good message. Like, even one of my favorite movies, Royal Tenenbaums. Yes. Richie falls in love with his sister and then... Adopted. And then tries to kill himself. And then the result of that is her, like, realizing she's in love with him, and then he gets rewarded by being in a relationship with her. Like... He doesn't go get mental help afterwards. She's like, "Did you do it because of me?" He's like, "Yeah, but it's not your fault." But then eventually they're together. Like, nothing spawns from it other than what he wanted. So it was like he tried to kill himself to get attention, but that's not what he wanted. He just wanted to die. So it doesn't really teach you anything. Like,
right. Well, but that's ultimately the number one lesson. It's pointless.
It is. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, It doesn't solve anything. There is no lesson there.
Just
it doesn't teach anybody a lesson. You don't learn anything. It just fucks everything up.
Well, and that's what.
And she very well could have just gotten with him because of guilt after that. Like there's a story there that you don't even know for sure.
Yeah. Like, do you want that? Do you want guilt boner?
It's like, if I'm not.
I don't want guilt boner.
If I'm not with him, then maybe he'll just kill himself for sure next time.
Guilt lays are not good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I get high school is terrible, and middle school especially. Like, people just start learning to be garbage.
Yep.
And you'll feel like wanting to either die or kill somebody or something, but it's just trivial. Like, it's stuff that goes away.
Yep, you just gotta bear with it.
Like, none of the people that I hated in school I see anymore. They're all gone.
Or if you do, it's because they're delivering your pizza.
Yeah.
Do I just jump in there? Is that water?
Isn't that where you came from?
Maybe.
I don't think you should. Well, I guess.
Fuck it.
You did open it, so. Yeah, that's where you came from.
Oh, I can take the bathysphere through there now.
How?
I don't know.
Can you even
I thought so, but then I got up to the surface and saw that there was a
ridge.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I don't think it has.
Well, it has that thrust ability.
It
so
does.
You might be
I
able
was
to
like, I don't know that it has nitro. You know, we're not gonna fucking Vin Diesel Fast and the Furious.
Well, you
shit.
did launch yourself. I mean, you opened that for a reason.
Right, had to have, right.
Well, go back out there.
I couldn't. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What else do we? I mean, you might as well try it. I mean, it's just fun.
Okay. If you haven't seen the Lethal Weapon series, do yourself a favor.
Watch that instead of 13 Reasons Why. Way more fun.
Absolutely.
See, Riggs is suicidal, but then it
Yes.
teaches you that he finds purpose in life, and then he doesn't do it.
Yes.
So
Holy shit.
suck on that.
What was that?
That was a man-eating fish.
Oh, gee.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez.
I know you didn't intend to like tie
Oops.
that with suicide
shit.
at all.
I was underwater too long. Damn it. I'm so fragile.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, I inadvertently tied that in. Good for me. That was a good call on your part.
Riggs rules.
He does. Even though he's Mel Gibson.
Yeah. That dude's crazy.
What's he doing these days?
Oh, he's just being crazy and racist.
Well, I mean, he made
he
Hacksaw
racist?
Ridge, which evidently a lot of people loved.
He doesn't make bad movies.
Well, here's the thing.
makes
I
movies?
tried to watch it.
He made Passion of the Christ. He made
He made
Braveheart.
that?
He made Apocalypto. And
I didn't
stuff.
know he made those things.
Yeah, that was him. Braveheart's
just
still
think
a
of
way
him
good
in-
fucking movie.
Badass.
I always think of him in the one chick flick. What was it?
Give me back my son.
Do you know what
That
I'm
chick
talking
flick
about?
Ransom.
Ransom, yes. Yes,
What
you're talking
women
about
want?
what women
What
want.
women want? Yes.
This is weird because we were just
Yes.
talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
I loved that.
We always talk about it. We always go back to what women want.
Evidently.
I thought
All
it
right,
was
just
fun.
fucking leap out of there, dude.
Well, I can't.
I had a weird
You're just saying that.
history of chick flick.
You don't believe in yourself.
Evidently not.
You had a weird history teacher, Lindsay?
History of chick flicks. It was like, well, it's because I don't really like
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
sad
You can. Okay.
stuff, and I don't really like romance movies.
Whoa, no, guy.
And I'm like an alien of a girl for not liking romance movies because
Oh, that
I'm
is
the
so
only one
satisfying.
that hated The Notebook.
no,
I hated
no.
it.
Didn't you like Definitely Maybe?
There's a few.
This is like me trying to get out of the tub.
It has to be a romantic comedy. Because Ryan Reynolds is funny. But yeah, I remember
Jesus
being
Christ.
like a teenager, or early teen, about to be a teen or something, and my mom. I was at my grandma's house though, so maybe it was my
Nice.
There
grandma.
it is. That was nothing but net,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Swish.
But yeah, like I went from being like, ew, me and Kinsey would always yell ew when we saw kisses in movies. And so like,
I never did that.
yep, we did. And
I was
then
always like, yeah. Get her.
I never had the ew phase.
Yeah.
I sure did.
It immediately went to
There
yeah.
you go.
oh yeah.
I had it like whenever my aunt wanted a kiss, I'd be like, ugh. Just because she wasn't like attractive.
Oh, sure. I mean,
But if
that's
my aunt was
different.
hot, I'd be like, ugh.
So I mean, obviously things are ew.
I feel like you're supposed to break that. Like, I don't think you can pull that yourself.
You don't think so?
No,
Yeah.
look at your weak little
I'm
kid
fucking
arms.
gonna drown again. I'm gonna drown again.
Yep.
Shit. Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, what She's All That at my grandma's as my first
She's all that.
chick flick. Yep, She's All That. And then
Put pubes on pizza.
Yeah, and I was like, "What's pubes?"
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's pubes?
Yeah, and then I was really grossed out by the
Then
pizza.
10 things I hate about you, probably.
That was one of them, and that is fantastic.
I thought that was
Heath
going to
Ledger.
take way more.
Does that count as a chick flick?
10 Things I Hate
Romantic
About?
comedy. Whenever they're romantic comedimies, then I like
Well,
them.
I mean, that
But
was
it's Shakespeare.
one of the teen movies too. Like,
But it's fucking Shakespeare.
it's I don't know. It's loosely.
Yeah.
But
Very
as far
well.
as, there are
loosely, though.
some romantic comedies that are good.
Yeah.
Like, I really like When Harry Met Sally.
I liked Definitely Maybe. I still do.
You classics loving sack of shit.
It's a good movie.
It is.
Baby Fish Mouth.
Billy Crystal, man. Just fucking Billy Crystal.
Yeah, his facial reactions, like everything. It's just so funny.
Perfect.
What others? There's others.
So I had a guilty pleasure, I guess you could say, as far as romantic comedies. I really, really liked the movie Serendipity.
Never saw it.
Yep.
Wasn't that Kate Beckinsale?
Yep. John
don't.
Cusack.
Shit, would you classify High Fidelity as a romantic comedy?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But there's so much not either in that.
Yeah.
No, it's it's about his relationships and stuff. It's romance.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yep.
And it's got funny parts.
Yeah.
God, I love that movie so much.
Yeah, it's a
It's
really
good.
good movie.
That
Well,
movie,
good.
unfortunately, has shaped way more of my personality than I should admit.
Yeah, you're a cocky music prick.
Yep.
in the movie.
And I didn't even mean to.
I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to, but I just gravitated towards it. Oh, I'm gonna die.
I'm trying to think of like my favorite romantic comedies. Do you guys
I
like?
gotta launch up in here. That's what I gotta do.
Do you guys like any straight up just romance movies that aren't funny?
What is that?
Like
What's an
The
example?
Notebook?
Oh God, no.
No.
The
Like-
Notebook's terrible.
Notebook's
I
not
know-
good.
Okay.
It's unrealistic.
Girls, like even ones that don't. I don't know.
There's
Even
more
more
than that,
tomboy
though.
girls seem to like The Notebook. Like I am the only girl I know that did not like
Sam
The Notebook.
hates The Notebook.
Oh my God! Thank Jesus.
I was.
Yeah.
Just me and
I
Sam
used
on
to
an
dig
island,
on
then, I
Legends
guess.
of the Fall.
Legends of the Fall is
But
that's not a romance
It's
movie though.
mostly a romance movie.
It's
though.
a drama. It's a drama.
Yeah, but it's all about how all three of them wanted to bang her. Like
Sure.
even Anthony Hopkins probably.
Would
Well, yeah.
Stardust be a romance?
No, that's an adventure movie.
Is it?
Yeah,
Easy? I don't remember.
Robert De Niro was a
Acid.
gay pirate in that.
Dude, a gay sky pirate.
God,
Yeah.
I loved that.
That was
movie.
cool. So
Least likely roles
Is that a Neil?
for
Is that a
Robert-
Neil Gaiman book?
What?
Sorry,
Neil Gaiman.
Stardust. Neil Gaiman.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's way too
Are you
happy.
sure?
Fantasy.
It's way too happy to be Neil Gaiman.
Can I Google on this
Yeah.
computer? Okay.
Oh no, not on the computer.
Oh, poop. Oh,
Broken.
my mic
Everything's
fell into my
broken.
face.
You might want to not have it sticking out so far.
Is that
Billy,
the problem?
your dick. I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
Anyway, tune in next time. We might talk more about romantic comedies if you're into that.
Oh yeah.
I know you're.
Good
This is the
topics.
demographic for that.
Totally.
People who
We're
watch
just having
video
a
game.
Yeah.
blast.
All right.
Oh, I got it now. Okay, I'm an idiot.
All right. Tune in next time.
And Billy won't be an idiot.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.